So, let's talk about a paradox that I'm pretty sure everyone watching this has felt. In the world of software, our tools just keep getting better, right? And our teams, they're getting smarter all the time. So why on earth does it feel like shipping software is more chaotic and broken than ever? It's a huge problem, and we're going to dig into it.
You know the feeling, right? Projects drag on forever, budgets just explode, and the final product is, well, not what you hoped for. And it happens no matter how talented the team is or how hard everyone works. It's this incredibly frustrating cycle. So what is really going on here?
Well, the answer, it's actually surprisingly simple, but it's at the absolute core of the problem. We're all stuck in this loop because the software development lifecycle, the very process we rely on, is fundamentally fragmented. The thing is, the system itself is the source of all the friction. Let me show you exactly what I mean. Just think about the classic workflow, right? It's not really a flow at all. It's a series of silos. You've got requirements getting gathered up and then, just tossed over the wall to the design team. Then design gets handed off to development. Each one of these steps is like its own little island, with its own tools and its own language. It's like a massive game of telephone where the original idea just gets completely warped by the end.
And the consequences of this? Oh, they're exactly what you'd expect. Every single time something gets handed off, it creates friction and critical context gets lost in translation. This means bugs and big misunderstandings don't pop up until the very end of the project when they are astronomically expensive and painful to fix. And the biggest, craziest irony of all, our teams end up spending way more time just trying to coordinate with each other than they do actually building great software.
So look, the problem isn't that we're not working hard enough. It's the whole structure that's broken. What we really need is a fundamental shift in how we think about this. We've got to move away from these disconnected, walled-off phases and start moving toward a totally new way of working. One single, connected system where information and context can flow freely.
Okay, so what does this ideal system actually look like? Well, it's really built on three core ideas. First, it's got to be human-centric, designed to make life easier for the people doing the work. Second, it's AI-augmented, meaning it uses artificial intelligence to handle the boring, repetitive stuff and boost our own abilities, not replace us. And finally, it's governed by design, making sure that the original vision, the big idea, is what guides the entire process from start to finish.
I know, it sounds a little too good to be true, right? A system that just unifies everything? Well, it turns out there's a solution that actually brings this whole idea to life.
And here it is, ChillOS. That's ChillOS. It stands for the ChampSoft Intelligent Lifecycle operating system, and it's an AI-native platform designed from the ground up to do exactly what we've been talking about. Connect the entire software lifecycle into one single intelligent system.
And that's the core promise right there. Everything stays aligned. From that very first idea, that first requirement, through every single design change, every line of code, every test case, all the way to the final delivery, it's all one continuous, connected thread.
Okay, but how does ChillOS actually pull this off? It really comes down to these three pillars. Shared intelligence means everyone, from product to engineering, is working from the same single source of truth. Real-time traceability means you can literally draw a clear line from a requirement all the way down to the specific code that makes it happen. And embedded governance means that compliance and quality checks are baked right into the workflow, not something you have to worry about at the last minute.
So what's the bottom line for your team? Well, it means you can slash all that rework and the delays that come from bad communication. You can deliver software so much faster and with a heck of a lot more confidence. Quality isn't an afterthought. It improves by default because the whole system is built for it. And you can maintain continuous compliance and control automatically.
You know, this quote really hits the nail on the head. We're moving beyond just being obsessed with speed. The real goal here is to build smarter, more intelligent, and just fundamentally more reliable software. It's a total mindset shift.
Look, this connected, intelligent approach, this is where software delivery is headed. There's no doubt about it. So if you want to get ahead of the curve and see how this can totally transform your own software lifecycle, the next step is pretty simple. Head over to champsoft.com to learn more.